Your dog stares at you from across the room, and you think they just want treats. But what if that stare actually means something completely different? Something that will make your heart melt when you find out what it really means. There are 7 secret ways your dog shows love that have nothing to do with tail wagging or licking your face. These signs are so subtle that most dog owners miss them completely. But once you know what to look for, you'll realize your dog has been saying "I love you" in ways you never imagined. And sign number 1? It's happening right now while you're watching this video. Let's start with sign number 7. And this one happens when you're not even paying attention. It's called the silent shadow. And it's when your dog quietly follows you from room to room without making a big deal about it. They're not begging for attention or trying to get something from you. They just want to be wherever you are. This is different from a clingy dog who whines and paws at you. The silent shadow is pure, quiet devotion. If your dog casually gets up every time you leave the room, even if they were completely comfortable, that's their way of saying you're their safe place. Most people think this is just normal dog behavior, but it's actually one of the strongest signs of deep attachment. Now, sign number 6 might happen right after you come home from work, but it's not what you think. Sure, lots of dogs get excited when their humans come home. But here's what to watch for. Does your dog bring you something within the first few minutes? Not because you asked, but because they want to share their most precious possession with you. It could be their favorite toy, a shoe, or even just a random sock. This is called offering behavior, and it's huge. Dogs don't bring gifts to just anyone. When your dog brings you something without being asked, they're literally giving you a present because you're the most important person in their world. But wait, because sign number 5 is something that happens in the middle of the night, and most dog owners completely miss this one. Does your dog change sleeping positions to keep an eye on you? Maybe they start the night curled up in their own bed, but by morning they've moved to where they can see your bedroom door. Or they sleep in a way where they can watch both you and the main entrance to your home. This is called protective positioning, and it means your dog has appointed themselves as your personal guardian. They're not just sleeping near you for warmth or comfort. They're actively watching over you while you're most vulnerable. Here's where it gets really interesting, because sign number 4 happens during your regular daily routine, but it's so subtle that 90% of dog owners never notice it. It's called the check-in glance. Throughout the day, when your dog thinks you're not looking, they glance over at you. Not because they want something, not because they heard a noise, just to make sure you're still there and you're okay. You might catch this when you're cooking dinner, working on your laptop, or watching TV. Your dog will just casually look over at you for a second or two, then go back to what they were doing. This is your dog's way of keeping tabs on their most important person. It's like they're saying, just making sure you're good. Now we're getting to the really powerful signs, and number 3 is going to surprise you because it happens when your dog is stressed or scared. When something frightens your dog, maybe it's thunder, fireworks, or even just a strange noise. Where do they go? If they come to you instead of just hiding somewhere, that's massive. But here's the part most people miss. It's not just that they come to you for comfort. Watch what they do when they reach you. Do they turn around so their back is to you, and they're facing the scary thing? That means they trust you so completely that they're willing to let you protect their back while they keep watch. This is the ultimate sign of trust and love combined. Sign number 2 is something that happens in a very specific situation, and when you understand what it means, you'll never take it for granted again. It's called the slow blink, and it doesn't happen very often. When your dog is just sitting or lying near you, relaxed and calm, they might look at you and slowly close their eyes for a moment, then open them again. This isn't sleepiness. This is your dog's version of a kiss. In dog language, closing your eyes in front of someone means you trust them completely. You're making yourself vulnerable by blocking your vision, and dogs only do this with someone they love deeply. If you've ever seen your dog do this slow, deliberate blink while looking at you, you've just received one of the purest expressions of love in the animal kingdom. But here's the sign that trumps all others. The number 1 secret sign that your dog loves you most, and this one will give you chills. It's called the deep sigh of contentment, And it happens in a very specific moment. Your dog has been active, maybe playing or going for a walk, and then they settle down near you. Within a few minutes of getting comfortable, they let out this deep, long sigh. Not because they're tired or bored, but because they're completely and utterly content. This sigh means your dog feels so safe and happy in your presence that they can fully relax every muscle in their body. It's the canine equivalent of that feeling you get when you finally get home after a long day and sink into your favorite chair. When your dog sighs like this near you, they're saying, "This is perfect. This is where I belong." Here's what makes all of these signs so special. They're not trained behaviors. Your dog doesn't do these things because you taught them to, or because they want treats. These are pure expressions of emotion that come straight from your dog's heart. Now, you might be thinking, my dog doesn't do all of these things. And that's totally normal. Every dog shows love differently, just like people do. Some dogs are more obvious about their feelings, while others are more subtle. But if your dog shows even 2 or 3 of these signs, you can be absolutely certain that you're their favorite person in the entire world. The beautiful thing about recognizing these signs is that once you start seeing them, you'll notice them everywhere. You'll start to realize just how much your dog communicates with you every single day, and how deep their love for you really goes. And here's a bonus tip. Once you start recognizing these signs of love, you can actually encourage them by responding appropriately. When your dog does that slow blink, you can slowly blink back at them. When they bring you a gift, make a big deal about accepting it. When they sigh contentedly near you, you can quietly tell them they're a good dog. The more you acknowledge their expressions of love, the stronger your bond becomes. So take a moment right now and think about your dog. How many of these signs have you seen but never understood? I bet it's more than you realized. Your dog has been telling you they love you in their own special language this whole time. If this opens your eyes to how much your dog really loves you, hit that like button so other dog lovers can discover these amazing signs too. And I want to hear from you in the comments. Which of these signs does your dog do? I bet you'll start noticing things you never saw before. Don't forget to subscribe because we're building a community of people who want to understand their dogs on a deeper level. And trust me, there's so much more incredible dog psychology coming your way.